All right, everybody, we're live in the crypt with Cody Huskins, Joshua Adams, and we're waiting for Adam to get here. He's having some connection issues, so hopefully he can make it. And if not, we'll still talk and have some fun, and we'll get him on the next time. Welcome again, Cody. You're like a
Yeah, man.
regular. What's this, the third or fourth time now?
Yeah, I hopped on. When was that? Last weekend?
Yeah. Random live stream popped in. That was a lot of fun. I even Michael
Yeah.
Toes, he's like, I like that Cody dude. He's pretty cool. So
Oh, really? That's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah,
That's the artist.
he sent me a friend request on Facebook.
Oh, he's a good dude. He's one of my best friends. He's an awesome guy. Like he does some amazing art that you see. He did the Doomsday's Krypt logo, all that stuff. So yeah. And welcome, Josh Adams. We've had to push it off a few times because of different
Yeah.
reasons. And we had the 4th of July. We had all different things. I think I had a weekend I was going to be away, and here we are. We finally made it. Post 4th of July. Excited to talk to you. I know you said you're a little nervous coming on here, but Cody will tell you we chill, we relax, we have a good time, man. It's hanging with friends.
I haven't been on a podcast with this guy in about 2 years.
Yeah.
We got my good friend.
Writers. He likes that. I like to hide in the shadows and stuff. Recluse.
There he is now. What up? And then we also got Kyle Flett. Everybody knows Flett.
Oh yeah, the man.
He's a great dude. I love myself some Kyle Curtis Flett. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
I think he's at 100 now or close to 100. So I'm real happy for him. He's some bullshit people doing that to him. So he's back. He's back. He's returned. He's returned to the living Flett. And he always has a cool name when he comes back. Flett lives. Living Flett. It's almost like, man, I want to root for him. I don't want to root for him to lose his channel again, but I'd love to see the next name that he'd come up with. But, all right, so we're gonna talk the grind. That teaser trailer was sick. I'm gonna run that in a little bit, and that had Amy Cody and Angel Bradford, right? And I meant to reach out to Angel, and I totally forgot to. I had a crazy day. I know all you guys had a crazy day. And I think we all thought the other person was going to invite them. So, if Angel, if you happen to be listening and you're out there, I'll invite you to her to the group, and she can pop in too if she's around. Because I've had her on one time before. She's awesome. I've planned on having her on again. And her and Amy were great, and you could see the chemistry with them in that trailer. Amy loves that stuff. She's like, it was like really being tied up and bonded in that trailer scene, and she loved it. Her, she loved it.
Yeah.
But it was
it's
I thought it was
no.
Yeah. That's her dream. She's living it, getting.
Oh, I know, it's awesome. I'm proud of her.
I am too. She's so busy. So busy. She would have come on tonight, but she's busy taking pictures, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All those beautiful pictures.
She's amazing.
She's awesome. She's really great. She's been on a bunch of times, but she's been so busy. So I'll have to get her on again soon. But you were Leatherface in the trailer, right? I believe.
Clarence, our DP and producer, he's actually Leatherface in that trailer.
Okay.
Because I live in Oregon and they all live over by Tennessee, so I had him be my body double. Or actually, technically, Cody, since Cody is now our Leatherface, our official Leatherface.
He's pumping iron and everything. I seen him. He's posting pictures of his muscles. He's getting ready to be Leatherface. Come there and wield that chainsaw. He's gonna do it with one finger.
I have to
to
hurl that chainsaw around. I gotta have big, strong arms and chest.
Exactly. So,
no, I think you're going to do a fantastic job, Cody, for sure. Because you were going to play Leatherface at first, right, Josh?
Yes. And a lot of that was just for time purposes. And plus, I love the character so much. And everyone liked my screen test I did. But in the back of my mind, Cody was always my first pick. But I wasn't sure as far as his availability and everything. But when I found that he was going to be available, of course, like, okay, guys, he's Leatherface. Even though everyone was like, "Oh, you don't want to be Leatherface?" Like, no, Cody was my first choice. He was my first choice from the start. So,
Here she is.
Physically, he's
There
perfect.
she is. Appreciate it.
There's Amy.
Yeah,
There
I mean,
she is.
I got to congratulate you on such a great cast. And I'm getting to meet you through the grind because I knew Amy Cody was on board, and then I've become, I'm friends with Amy. I've become real good friends with Brett Wagner. Actually, I think I introduced Brett and Amy to. I know I did. They came on a live stream.
Yeah.
Amy was my co-host, and so awesome to see them that they're going to be on screen together. I'm a big fan of Angel Bradford. She's been on the show once. Like I was saying, I'd love to get her back on. I'd love to get all you guys back on as you guys move forward with the grind. But I'm excited because you got an amazing cast. And when I heard that Cody got cast as Leatherface, I'm like, hell yeah, here we go. This is going to be good. And then that teaser trailer was some serious fire, dude.
No, I'm definitely excited because like the script I had written it a long time ago. The original treatment I probably wrote like 3 or 4 years ago, and I've got like a whole file just full of scripts that I've written over the years. And there was one project I was involved in, but I had to shelve it. So then it was like, well, I really want to make a movie. So went through all my scripts I had, and I came across the Texas Chainsaw one. I'm like, this is like really small and simple. I could probably bust this out pretty easy and stuff, like in a long weekend. And so I pitched it to Amy first, because originally it was going to be her, my wife, who's also in the film, Whitney. It was going to be them and then me. It started off as just like a few people, and then it, of course, kept growing. And Cody knows this, that when my scripts always start off a certain size, and they always wind up getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then all of a sudden, everybody started wanting to get involved, and Amy introduced me to Angel, and she's a dynamo. And then, of course, my friend Jason Vanderhoven, our effects guy, he asked if he could be a part of it, and I'm like, yeah, sure, of course. And then they introduced me to Clarence, and that guy's an incredible DP, as you can see from the trailer. I mean, the guy's amazing. It all worked out, and then Brett got in touch with me after the podcast he did with you. Like, I think actually literally that same night, because he had spoke to Amy, and Amy told him about the project. So then he contacted me and Adam and asked if he could be a part of it. And I'm like, wait, what? You want to play Leatherface in it? Because initially I was like, oh, sweet, Brett wants to be in it. Does he want to play Leatherface? And it turns out he wanted to play a human character or like a non-killer character. So, but it all worked out, and we built a nice family, like Ryan family and stuff. So, and I intend on using everyone for future projects that I do. So
that's how it usually goes too. A lot of when you find the right team to work around you. I know with other filmmakers, Jason Pitts is a great example. Uses a lot of the same people. Even Vince DeSante uses a lot of the same team. You find the right team, and you can put things together, especially in the indie community. It benefits everybody because they're getting seen more. You guys are getting seen more. It allows you to just really, you almost, as the movies go on and you do more movies, oh, Cody will be perfect for this. Amy will be perfect for that. Yeah. You just kind of get that feel, and the people behind the scenes too. The ones behind the scenes matter. The filmography and sound and all that stuff, editing. I mean, there's so much that goes into these movies, and I've been lucky to learn a lot just by having these discussions with guys like you, Cody, Amy, the Codys. That's what I call them, Cody and Cody.
I know.
You're in for double trouble there, Josh. Attack of the Codys.
No, I definitely, that was something I shared with everybody. Like, when I realized how well we were all clicking, I explained, like, actually, especially with, like, Clarence, because when him and I were talking, after I saw his, what he did with the teaser, I told him, says, I want you to know, dude, you're going to probably be my DP for all my stuff moving forward. because as far as like when I gave him my notes as far as like, okay, this is kind of what I'm looking for as far as the style, because there's a specific look and style that I'm wanting to have with this movie. Being a fan of the original and stuff, the things that work for that film, especially because we are working on such a small budget. And like the original, they had an extremely small budget, and they used that to their advantage. And that's one of the things I explained to him. I want to have that kind of that gritty, early 70s, documentary look, like very like grainy, like it was shot like a 16 millimeter camera and stuff, and just that whole style, to try and recapture that. And he did a fantastic job with it, So I was very, very lucky to have such a good
team. Honestly, I mean, I'm going to play the trailer now. God damn it. It just wants to give me a hard time, but we're going to play the teaser trailer now if you guys are down for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm probably going to have to rewind it because, look at them. Ring around the rosy. We got some. It keeps doing this. Hold on a sec. It keeps every time I'm rewinding it. It's not just me. All right. Every time I'm rewinding it, and here I'll get the sound. I love the song to it too, and the transition. So, if anybody hasn't seen this trailer yet, check this out. This thing's pretty dope. And this is in the beginning. It's Amy Cote, and Angel Bradford. Oh shit.
And Tiny Tim.
Tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me.
Hey now.
From the garden, by the garden, along the lime tree, and tiptoe through the tulips.
Sweet. Oh, it wants to go again. So it's done by Cody and Cody and Adams and Adam. And so you got a double dose of everybody there.
That is.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That looks really good.
All right, no talking smack now. Here he comes. Hey, Adam. Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey, look at him.
What's going on?
See, he's just hanging out and chilling.
Oh, kid, he looks like he's relaxed, man. I'm jealous.
I know.
I wish I had that kind of time. Hey, look, it opened up everybody's room more. Look at my room.
I thought he was in a hammock at first.
I'm over here at the lake right now. I'm in putting shit together all day today, working. They've been working me to death today. This is the first time I've had a chance to even sit down and have a beer and relax a minute. How are y'all doing now?
Doing good. Drink a beer for me. Cody's already working on something for me.
I'm already working.
No worries on that. Huskins work on everybody on a beer every day.
Look at I could even show off my Leatherface and Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff. Let's see. I think I put part 2. Let me go the right way. I put part part 2, Jason in a mask, in a Leatherface. Which way is he though? Thought I put him up there somewhere. It's hard to see in this room. I could turn on the lights, but I'm pretty lazy. Well, welcome, Adam. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you were able to make it. I know you're out in the boonies, so service is a little tougher, but it seems like you're coming in good, and hope you're having a great weekend with the family.
Y'all, I appreciate it. Same. And speaking of seeing y'all, I said if y'all see me doing this weird like looking around here, it was so hot today, and just about an hour ago, I jumped in the water. As soon as I jumped in the water, I lost my left contact. So I've got like anybody that wears contacts, I got the right one in, the left one, and I'm blind as a bat in the left eye.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way, but I almost, you know what? Whenever I lose a contact, I'm drinking beer. The thoughts and creativity comes out. I don't know what it does. It kind of gives me. It's almost like a natural acid or something like that. But welcome. It's good to see you. We just watched the trailer, as you saw. We got Chris Callie here. We got Antonio France, who is Michael Toth's mother, and she's a big fan of watching these shows. Artist Michael Toth, he did the Doomsday Krypt logo. Got to give him love. We got that Amy Cody. I don't know if anybody's heard of her. She's doing some amazing stuff. She was a little too busy to come on. She's probably drinking her beer. We got Return of the Living Flet here, and my good friend from the Philippines, Chris Callie. And whoever's hasn't said hello in the audience, we got 9 people watching right now. Hello to you guys, and we're talking the grind with Leatherface Cody Huskins, being brought to you by Adam Phillips and Josh Adams, the Adams,
and the Cody.
Thank you for having us.
The Codys. You could just call it Adams production and Cody Productions and stuff like that.
Yeah. That'll work.
But I'm glad to have you guys all here. Like I was saying to Josh, I've been wanting to talk to him about it, and I sent Adam a friend's request. He ignored me. he didn't see it. I know how it goes on Facebook, dude. I get requests, and if I'm not 100% sure, it gets lost in the thread, and it gets crazy.
I sent him a message the other day because I was going back through. I was getting ready to send him a message. I'm like, where did he send me a friend request? I told him this, and I was like, I shot him a private message. I said, dude, I totally missed this. I said, I swear I didn't just like to not, hi-hat you or something. I said, I swear I didn't ignore it. I just now saw this.
I'm the same way now. I it's cool. Like I got to do it too with certain people. Just send a message, explain who you are. It sometimes goes a long way, and people will see it. They'll be like, oh man, if I don't accept it, I feel like an asshole.
These guys know I own a business here in town. My whole Facebook, it revolves around my business. Where I own a staffing agency.
Oh, do you? Oh, okay.
I get so many people sending friend requests and sending private messages, and a lot of it's just craziness, So I have to. A lot of that I really have to. Sometimes the important stuff falls through the cracks, obviously, and that's So I've got to. That's one of those sort of things I really have to watch because my Facebook can turn into a mess sometimes.
I get it, man. I get it. It's So what? I'm going to start this way because I've had Cody on. So Josh, you kind of said you were working on some scripts. This is your first movie that you're actually putting into production right now, and like I said before, solid team. So how long did it take you to get the script? Being a fan, obviously, but what inspired you? I'm guessing the original TCM, and it's more of a sequel to that, if I'm guessing right. And how you decided to go about the story that you got in your mind without giving too much away.
Well, again, it like I've shared with Adam and Cody and everyone that's involved in stuff. For me, there were certain aspects of like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre that I felt really worked in that movie. And one of the big factors for me was the character of Leatherface himself, or Bubba. As far as the way Kim Hinkle, the Tobe Hooper's co-writer, like as far as how they envisioned the character. And of course, in the later sequels, they kept finding new interpretations of the character. But for me, what I always liked about that original film was the fact that he was really just a big man child, a big 280 pound, 7 foot tall, 12-year-old, pretty much, like a giant man with a little boy's brain. And to where, you feel kind of sympathetic towards him. And that was part of what I felt made him scary, was the fact that it was unpredictable with his personality, because you could see in that original film, and like I brought up to with Adam, was the fact that when he kills the first few friends, Sally's friends, you see he's almost more scared than they are. So the idea of like these people that are like breaking into his house, and he's like, who are these people? Where are they coming from? What's going on? And I loved that aspect of the character. So that was one of the big driving factors with this, was I wanted to go back to that, like create a Leatherface that you feel sympathetic, like you can kind of understand, like you're trying to understand, where it's like, okay, maybe he's not all bad. Like it was more of like an upbringing, like the way he was raised. He was raised for a certain job, and so he doesn't fully understand. But you can also see how he could just as quickly switch and be this violent behemoth that creates that unpredictability.
Which is what I loved, what they did with the masks too in the original, is like each one kind of showed a different personality of him. And through.
And
that was and we are planning on bringing multiple masks, so he will be wearing multiple masks that represents each personality factor for the character and stuff. Because again, that was something that I felt the later films they kind of got away from a little bit, except for probably part 4, Next Generation, the one with Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger.
All right.
Yeah, which I personally actually love that movie. Me and my wife both. But of course, some fans will kind of go, "Wait, you actually like that one?" It goes, well, they actually. Of all the sequels, that one was probably one of the few that actually they tried to kind of go back to that theme of Leatherface. But yeah, that's one of the big things that we're bringing back, is each mask representing a different personality trait for him. And like I said, with Cody, I just felt like it would be a great opportunity for him, because it is a very like acting aspect, very demanding. It's not just a big guy in a mask chasing people, but there's definitely a lot of emotion, and so I know Cody will do an amazing job. Plus, because he's such a big behemoth, it'll work even better.
It's got a little size, get bigger.
And Josh, with us being such good friends from all this time, Cody is so gifted with his Michael Myers, Jason. I mean, when you're dealing with a mute character, somebody like Leatherface, Michael, or Jason, you have to perform body language, that you have to tilt the head, you have to walk into the room the right way. And Cody's always shared that view that me and Josh have, that when you put a different mask on, a personality comes through that. And we knew that Cody could do that. And that's one of the visions that Josh and I've always had, that whether it's the pretty lady mask or whatever, he's so childlike that depending on his personality comes through the mask. And the actor has to be able to emphasize with that and be able to, without saying anything, create that personality. Right, Josh? Is that kind of what you're going with that?
Yeah, exactly. And it makes the character, like I said, more terrifying, because it creates an unpredictability to the character.
It brings up to life for sure.
Yeah, he kind of comes across, one moment he can seem awkward and sweet, and then suddenly he's wanting to bash your head in with a big hammer. So it just that was one of the things that I really wanted to bring back. Plus, I wanted to go back to the just the insanity aspect of the original, where the film, just by the time you get to the third act, is just off the rails. Like, you don't even know what the hell's going on by the time you get into the third act. When you get to see the rest of the family, the hitchhiker and the cook and grandpa, and it's just nuts. So that's something else we're really wanting to go back to also, just that insanity aspect where you're just, as the audience, you're just like trying to figure out what the hell is going on right now, you know, and that kind of crazy, violent, you know, shenanigans. So, yeah.
I'm excited. That's the one thing I love about fan films is there is there's so many good concepts by different writers and different angles and different ideas in their mind. And even though it's not canon, if it's done well, it can really. It's just a fun watch for a fan to see these characters in different movies and different timelines, and really, I consider it more than fan film, different universes in its own way.
Yeah.
Well,
With the fan films, they're made by fans, like true fans. It's not a studio product. It's not a.
They love to get their meaty grubs on a project and just ruin it.
It's just to take a, you know, I guess a prime example would probably be the remake of like A Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, like that film, it felt like a product. You know, whereas the original was actually made with love and passion and stuff like that. Like they were genuinely trying to make something special.
Speaking of meat, we got Meat Mungus Merlot here, the Sawyer Massacre, and I love how you guys are all supporting each other. I watch it. Steve's an awesome guy. I'm excited about the Sawyer Massacre. I'm excited about the grind.
Yeah,
love me some Steve.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely excited to see some Leatherface fan films. He's finally starting to.
Yeah, it's always been Myers or Jason, and it's good to see Leatherface getting the love he deserves.
Yeah, I just, fuck Jason and Michael.
Oh, whoa, whoa, these guys aren't very happy here. That guy back there, he's gonna stab you, man.
No, actually, because one of my favorite movies is actually a Jason film. So
I love them all. I mean, Michael Myers is my favorite of all time, but I love, you know, and I've actually, I didn't love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre as a kid. I watched it on tube TV. It just felt dark and screaming. But now you can see it a little better, and I think it's a movie you got to see in a drive-in or a film or a theater or something. Back in the day, where it gave that aura, and now watching it again, because you can watch it almost everywhere, and it's I've the older I've gotten, the more I love it even more. I just love the series.
I think it's just you can, at least for me, like when I first saw it, I think I was 16, 17 when I first saw it. You know, the first time I watched was just like, you know, I just thought it was like a crazy off the rails movie. But as I've gotten older, I've learned to kind of appreciate the little subtle things that like Tobe Hooper brought. And then, of course, like Daniel Pearl, the DP for the film, and just all the little things that they did, like with the film, and considering like how hard that movie was to make. Like Gunnar Hansen's book. Adam, what was the name of that? The Chainsaw Confidential?
Yeah,
I think by Gunnar Hansen. Yeah, where he talks about, you know, what it took to make that movie and how rough it was. It's like, I'm amazed that they're even able to create a coherent film after what they went through to make it. And just as I've gotten older, I've learned to appreciate a lot more, especially like the little subtle things and the psychology with Leatherface, especially, you know, those little subtle things I didn't quite get when I was younger and stuff. But that's like one of the big things that I love about it now is because of the psychology that they brought with that particular character. And, you know, you can't help as a fan, you want to like dissect it and try and figure out all the little things about it and stuff. So
it's almost like an onion, layers to it, you know. You just want to dissect it, pick it apart, because you can look at it so many different aspects, because you've got so many different so many different personalities of Leatherface. You know, like you said, you hit the nail on it, you put the hammer on the head, let's put it that way. You know, you've got him one minute he's this childlike, like he's looking at you and he's like, you know, wanted, like he's got a crush on a girl or something, and and flip of a switch or flip of a mask, he bashes somebody's head in. You know, there's so many ways that you can really dissect the character and dissect the different universes of, of the movies. It's deep. It's just so different than a lot of the other franchises. It's just you do a lot with it. It can really hold your attention. That's for sure.
Beat Mungus Merlo, Steve Merlo. Can't wait for your film too. You know, it'd be a great movie, a great short film. Huskins Leatherface versus Scotty Parkin Leatherface, head to head battle of the guys, out of the big guys, man, and let them battle it out. It'd be a fun fan film, like a 15-minute short, because I think both movies are going to be fantastic. Steve showed me his trailer. He showed me one, and I haven't had a chance to talk to Steve. I've been so busy, and I don't think he released it yet, but he might have. And I feel bad if he has, because he gave me an early screening of it, and it was a kick-ass trailer itself. And
hey, John, I was going to tell you, my outlook of Leatherface for this film, why you see me working out the way I am, I want this Leatherface to look like comic books. I want him to look like he's got muscle bellies in his arms when he's like swinging his chainsaw, and he just looks like a comic book character. That's what I think. You're going to be a beast. And he's not fat. He looks like a big, huge, strong guy that like he can lift a house. You know.
I don't want to use wrestler, but almost like a wrestler mentality of that when he comes in and whereas it's a comic book, but the old '80s wrestlers always being the biggest guy, just coming in and like having that athleticism.
Yeah, exactly.
What's that?
Like Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah, brother. And you know what? Somebody's leaving a blasphemous comment that I need to address right now. Right now. Listen, Miss Cote. Do not sully my name like that.
You don't like that, do you?
Oh my! She's busting my chops because she knows how much I hate that film with a passion. I'll watch
that in theaters. My older
I'm sorry.
brother did that for my birthday.
Sorry. I saw H4 all the way through, except for H6 was hard to catch in the theater. I saw all of them in the theater, and I was never a big H2O timeline fan. I do like it, but my favorite timeline is H1 through 4, and then end it there. And I enjoy 5 and 6 in their own way. It got way off the rails with the Thorn stuff and the Man in the Black, but I enjoy elements.
Yeah, no, I really like the 1 through 6. At least the producer's cut of part 6.
See, I like the theatrical better than the producer. It just got a little too detailed of information I just didn't really need to about Michael Myers, and that's really with the Thorn. I don't need an example of it, and I said this before. I was speaking with oh my God, I can't think of her name right now. The third child, Michelle Blasky, and had her on. And if they didn't show the trailer for Halloween in that movie, I could have dealt with that being tied in the timeline where he was controlled and tied it into that. But because the trailer was in it, unless they kind of do it as like, I'm curious if they're going to do it in the new films, but we'll see when it comes out. But I've always said this. I think I said that like a year and a half ago or something when I was talking to her, that that would be a great. That's the only one I would like. And the reason I say H1 through 4 is because I think it left that ending that, even though I love H5 and I love H6, that there's a story to be told. I'd love to write a story in my mind of a fan film for H4 sequel, but I know a few people are working on that too.
Well, I think Josh Adams has wrote some stuff about H4 continuing, hadn't you, Josh?
I've written a couple of different Halloween scripts over the years. I wrote one that was meant to be a standalone concept. It's just set sometime after the events of the early films, where it sort of treating Michael Myers as almost like a force. And it was meant to be sort of an homage to John Carpenter's, like one of the original ideas that he had kicked around when they were working on the possible because originally they were going to do a possible fourth film, and Carpenter was still sort of attached, and it was this 3D
Adam
like
Phillips,
Michael
are you awake?
You know what?
Are you
So-
awake?
I'm wide awake. I'm having to go back and forth. My contacts are screwing up. I can't see the screen real good.
My eyes is going crazy.
Like I see it out of this side, but this is the.
He's,
But yeah, but
he's giving the Popeye look. I got a squinky.
I can see y'all.
Got a squink.
Yeah, I'm wide awake.
And then I wrote that script tonight.
Luckily, I can blink out of this one. This is the bad one.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't see so good. My
Which
shoes
Cody,
fell off.
we still need to actually make that script. The night.
What we're going to. I wanted to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
So, hey, we got us a DP now. Let's do it. I mean, do you remember that? Like,
Sounds
yeah, we even did a teaser trailer for it, remember? And it was really good.
Yeah, you and Adam put some stuff together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was actually pretty proud of that script because again, it was a very isolated story, like concept and stuff like that. So I was really well, like I said, there's a couple of scripts. Yeah, there's one particular script I'm working on right now that's definitely more of a passion project that I'm hoping to get made and stuff. And it's definitely kind of a tribute to one of my good friends, Adam Marcus, who of course co-wrote and directed Jason Goes to Hell. So I'm trying to work on something.
Jason Comes from Hell. Like, that's the name, ain't it?
Oh, Jason Returns.
Yeah.
So this is a good question for
That's-
all you guys. You guys obviously huge fans of horror and franchises. Are you planning on doing some original scripts? Is that like a goal of yours, or do you plan on continuing with fan films? Because with fan films, it only goes so far. And yes, Amy Cote, I love you too. I knew you had to bust my chops.
Hey,
Yeah,
Josh.
actually,
Hey, Josh, I sent you that script with the Halloween set in the 40s.
mm-hmm.
What'd you think of it?
I really like it.
What I was going to ask you, can you doctor it up, like just kind of enhance some stuff and?
Oh yeah, but yeah, no. As far as to answer your question of original stuff, I'm actually going to be there's a original script that I'm going to develop after the grind comes out. It's an original script. I actually wrote that like 7 years ago. My wife will actually be starring in. Cody will be in it too. He'll be a non-monster role. So
John, I'll tell you what, he shared a lot of this with me.
It's called the title's called Her. But yeah, that's going to be on a completely original concept. Very, very gritty.
With originals. It's
Shit.
he does some great stuff. He really does.
Shameless plug for myself. I'm almost completed with my script with my script writer concept, The Brute. So hopefully we're going to be shooting a teaser trailer for that soon. So got to give myself that shameless plug, you know. It's going to be a cool story, but maybe one of these guys that I've met that shoot the teaser trailer down the road, and it's going to be it's been thought through with a real talented guy who's writing it out. So I had to give it a shameless plug, but I'm into that. But I think I might have to shoot like a fan film or something first, and have a fan script to get people interested in backing something like that. I'm kind of looking at a realistic way to do it. So, shameless plug by Doomsday's Krypt. The grind, and also The Brute coming to you soon. But that's great. So, how did you and Adam actually meet, Josh?
We met through Cody. We met through Cody.
It's a cycle. I met Amy through I met Cody through Amy. You guys really all through Amy, Cody, Brett. The fact that you guys got announced on it, and but that's a good thing. That's to me that's something really cool.
John,
Cody and I we've known each other going on
3 years, about 3 years,
almost 4 years. And it's just we were friends on Facebook, and then there was he did a post about doing like a Freddy vs. Jason thing, and I'm like, well, I have a script or a treatment I wrote, and it kind of we became buds after that, and through that we eventually met Adam, and him and I became extremely tight after that, and then I met Amy through both of them.
And Angel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I met
Angel
through Amy, but yeah. But and now Amy, and Amy and my wife are like best friends. I mean, they.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing.
Hey,
you know, she teased me about Resurrection.
Take me later, yeah.
She teased me about Resurrection, so I had to get her back. No, Amy's great.
It's crazier than hell. This is the craziest part of this whole entire story was to diverting off to the whole Dreamscape thing when Cody got it together, and me being such a Freddy fan, I started following on Facebook and got involved with it. I actually signed on. What I buy onto? I think I bought onto non-executive producer, associate producer, I guess. And
you bought a hockey mask off of me. Remember?
Bought a hockey mask. Like, this is what's wild is we all had kind of become friends already, dealing with this film. And then I messaged Cody one night. I bought a hockey mask off of him, and he said, I can ship it to you. And I said, well, give an address out. We live 3/4 of a mile from each other. We could walk.
Halloween, I'd be ding dong ditching if I was you. Old school style.
And that was just so ironic that we live in the same small town of like 3,000 people, and he and I both live in that was just crazy how that worked. And
could you see me walking that hockey mask to his house? Just walk.
And we friends went on, and then of course, and as everything goes, I mean that bloomed in a great friendship, and of course Josh and I become great friends, and it's all busted at the seams. It's all just meant to be. There's no reason that this had to be destined or something. This was wrote in the stars somewhere that we were all supposed to get together. It's too crazy when you tell people this. They think we're making shit up, but
I've met so many great people. I mean, I can't even say how many great people I've had on. I mean, I've met Cody, Amy, you guys now, Steve Merlo, let's see, Amy Cody, all you guys, Angel Bradford I had on. The list can go on. I don't want to leave CJ Vecchio. I met Brett Wagner. I've met tons of, not just the indie, stuff, but these talented people, these talented artists like my dude Michael Toth, who's like the official Doomsday's Krypt artist, who just does this amazing work. My buddy Scott Strack, Jesse Aarons, who makes stuff. Good Lord, I don't want to forget Thomas Bruce is making these cool things. I told Cody about it. Like these, if you guys do a campaign, let me know. You might be somebody you'd want to have making perks. He does these little VHS magnets and stuff like that, and keychains and whatnot. They're really cool little items that are great on. Actually, Steve Merlo's using them also. So yeah, there's so many good people. I mean, obviously, you see a lot of the big pieces I got. Give people shout outs. Even Vinny did some amazing work. He's done. I'll give. That's some amazing stuff right there. And I'm real honored for the people that have worked with me. And what they do. They've allowed me to have a great collection and doing these podcasts. So a big thank you to everybody on that end. And cool. Yeah, Mike's known me. It's funny. I've known Michael Toth for 7 years. I was a big Walking Dead fan, and I had him draw me on a Walking Dead cover, a Negan bringing down the bat Lucille onto Glenn's head, and you see him like that. And we talked about this piece, and he did it so perfect. It was awesome. It was I still got the comic, and he did a Lee and Clementine that he already had. And I bought those with him doing the original piece. And years went on, and I wasn't doing any of this stuff. And I'm like, dude, one of these days, if I need anything, or, it's kind of foreshadowing. I said, dude, I love what you do, and if there's anything I could do in the future, and here we are. He's like 6 years later, almost 7 years, and he started doing the art again, and I kept my word with him, man, and it's been awesome because he's like one of my best friends in the world now, like, dude. It's like, oh, you want me to do this, and I love the love he gives back, and it's just I got to praise the guy who's been here with you guys on. He does some amazing art, and a big thank you to Michael Toth. Been an awesome friend. We get some big plans. I think I'm going to have him draw storylines for me, a storyboard. So aside from that, I'm excited for what you guys do in the future. You guys continue on working together. I know your focus has to be on the grind. Are you guys finished casting everybody, or you got more casting to do?
We're done with the casting and stuff. So now our next phase is getting the Indiegogo rolling.
Uh-oh. That's a beautiful sound. Are you going to use that in the movie?
Oh, shit.
Is that me? Oh, no, that's Cody. Holy shnikes. That was a good sound. Very creepy. See, he's not only a big guy who can play these parts, he can add sound for you if needed.
That by aliens, I'm pretty sure. That big aliens. That was definitely some kind of like coming down and reached him up. He got pulled up in
space sound.
The Lord's trumpet, right?
Yeah, that was the one.
It sounded so good with the earpieces on and just directly into my brain.
Yeah,
it's something I'll never forget.
We all made one downtown. I think Huskins was the one that went up. I think we're all in major trouble.
With the film though, the casting, the film's cast. Our next phase is Adam and I are working on getting the fine tuning for our Indiegogo, so we can try and get that launched.
Yeah, you were mentioning that. What? Any idea when you're planning on launching the Indiegogo campaign?
We're hoping to by sometime next week. Because it was mainly just trying to communicate with everyone as far as like the perks, like coming up with some of the really awesome perk ideas and stuff. So,
and that's where we want, John. We don't want to launch anything like super ahead of things. We want to be sure that we've got it all down pat. Really, cool.
I agree. Do it right.
That we'd rather be patient about it and not just rush things, and be sure that we're involved with the community, get people that that, like you mentioned a minute ago, people that make things that would like to get involved with our Indiegogo and be able to do some really cool stuff that people would like to see, and do it the right way, and not be selfish about it and just try to like raise money. We'd like to get involved with the community and fans and give back, and then really do it the right way, and that's what it's all about. So Josh and I are definitely going to be we've talked about this week and hope to get it launched here very, very soon.
I think you guys have done a really good job of preparing too, even like sharing this out and people. Oh, Cody's back. Should we make him wait after that sound? Just kidding. What's up, Cody, buddy?
Oh, sorry about that.
Did you get on probe?
Yeah, you might want to. You got to run it on two things or something.
What is it?
We're getting double.
Oh no, I got up and my phone just did something. So
now it's giving me double voice. Nothing like hearing myself talk.
No,
sing to myself.
Am I good now?
I think you are. John.
Whoa.
Testing.
Do you have another speaker running? Like running through the TV?
No, I don't.
Try backing out and coming back in. Sometimes that works. Like back out of here and come back in.
Okay, you want me to leave the room?
Yeah, I'd back all the way back out and use the link.
Nope.
Sometimes it works. StreamYard's is funny like that.
How about three of us? Is it us?
Yeah, it's us now. Oh, it's not us giving the echo, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
All Cody's fault.
Damn it, Huskins.
That Huskins guy. Here he comes. I think he just wanted to hear us twice. Here he is. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You good now?
We're good.
Okay.
Is that better?
Good deal. I fixed it.
Yeah, because we do go into production in October, so that's when we do actually start filming our movies. So
Exactly.
That's great, man. So that's coming quick, man. It's the pressure building, the stress building. Are you pretty? I mean, you got a great cast too, and you got a great team, you guys. That's got to make it a lot easier, which we've kind of talked about. But
it really
yeah,
does.
I mean, it's filming. It's going into film a movie. It's like you said, your first one you're filming, and it's coming soon, man. I know, like, the only way I can compare it is like going to conventions or something. Like, I never feel like I'm ready, and the closer I get to it and getting ready to go, it feels like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. But it sounds like you are. I think you will be.
Yeah.
Well, the lucky thing about it is like I said, we've all worked in different things in the past. We've yet to get something into production, but we've all worked together in other projects, and we've got such a tight knit bunch now. I mean, we're all close friends. We all have a shorthand amongst us. I mean, we're getting to the place now that a lot of times we don't even have to really discuss details about things because we all are so much on the same page. I mean, especially me and Josh and Cody and Amy. A lot of us we've been together so long. We do have a shorthand amongst us. And it's really. Josh will come with an idea and we automatically say, well, of course, that sounds like wonderful. I mean, that's what we're all on the same page with that. So that's why we're all looking forward to working together because we don't have arguments. We really don't have any type of, we are a close knit bunch. We get along so well, and we all love the film. We all see things from the same place. We're all fans of the genre of the film. We just want to improve on that. And then we want to give back to other friends and fans of ours that want to see the things that we want to see come to light. And it's just we've always just worked together so well, and it's just like I said, I can't wait for it to get here because it seems like it's been a year away, and October's knocking on the door here very, very soon. We're gonna have it'll be fun to be able to us actually having to work to do this, but we're gonna have a good time in the process because it's gonna be much like a homecoming or a family reunion. Us all getting together, so. It'll be nice.
Yeah, let's get you.
Hey, Adam, do you recognize this?
I sure do. I think I bought
you. Mr. Crowley.
I bought you that. Those things were hard as hell to find. I
got the Leatherface one, and
Adam,
Brett was nice enough to come over and sign
Adam got me that, and I still got it here beside of me. So.
Hard as hell.
That's awesome. I think I've seen it. I want to grab it. I wasn't into Toonie Terrors, but they're getting better. They've grown on me a lot since they've released.
Hey, Adam seen me in my Victor Crowley costume, didn't you, Adam?
Mean Victor Crowley. I mean, God, you do an awesome Victor Crowley.
Yeah, because he's got this. I was mentioned that I talked to you about that too, Cody. Like I thought I'd seen you cosplay. I mean, like I bet you'd do a great Victor Crowley cosplay, and he sent me the pictures from it.
Adam said he had to get a crowbar to get my outfit.
Was that what late for the Jason X? Did that get us late when we were trying to get
Jason X?
That's one.
You couldn't get my outfits on me, dude. You was like trying to pull them off.
I thought, guys, we were down there at the
get some butter.
We missed the meet and greet for Jason when he was in Jason X. When we missed the meet and greet on the picture because I swear I was going to have to go get like a can of Pam and spray him down and him in his damn suit with a crowbar.
Get the lube.
Because he was like bicep out of the side of it. It was just going to some kind of hamstring or bicep, tricep was fixing to bust out. Somebody's everything. By the time we got him down there, they had wrapped up and they did give us our money back because it was.
Kane was like, "Dude, I'm sorry."
Yeah, and it was. Kane felt that's a killer costume. That's awesome. But he's like, wait, I said, hell, it took me 45 minutes to get him in this damn costume. In the costume, right down with Pam and damn dishwashing soap. Get him in there.
I'm sure it must have been. It would have been fun to get out of too. It was a crowbar for that one. I'm stuck. It's part of me now.
Yeah, it's one of those things I had to get like unbend a coat hanger and get the zipper and stay way back. Something busted, and I would be within 5 or 6 feet, and I would be put out. You had to have things so tight. You know,
That's awesome.
bar, that's for damn sure. That's about.
Well, luckily with Leatherface, we don't have no
No,
skin. We don't have no extra skin to put on. It's just clothes. So
Yeah.
John, Cody was definitely at that time. He was really working out, and God, how big was your biceps that time, dude? You were huge at that time, wasn't you?
now I'm back to that, dude.
You were back. You were the biggest I'd seen you in a long time.
Yeah.
Because people kept coming up to him on down there thinking he had a muscle suit on. People kept coming up to him thinking, dude, that's a cool padded to walk up to him, and he's like, it was him. He just had this, which is we were just trying to get like a it was like a skin bodysuit, but he just put it on over him so he could put the blood and stuff over him. It was just one of those like dude body what it was, and he had the zipper in the back, and that's what he was so damn big we couldn't get the thing up. Yes, we got him worked out. Nobody got injured.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It sounds like you shouldn't fit him for his costume. Yeah, you might want to wait until the day of shooting. What's this? This is for a little man.
Have good
My arms have grown 6 inches since you made this. Come on now, guys. Let's be professionals here.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
And then
So if you do make it earlier, you just need to make the arms a little larger, just in case. Extra breathing room. How big are your arms? 28 inches. Double it.
God, we got down there, and they're like, "I'm sorry, you just missed Kane." And the poor little woman that said that, she was like, "I hate to tell this guy that he just missed Kane because he's just like a refrigerator walking in here. I'm scared death he's going to throw me off."
Get over here, Hotter.
Miss Kane, you know. And luckily, it didn't take too much persuasion for us to get our money back. I think they were was going to throw somebody across the room.
Get out of my way. Getting hotter. Don't run away, Kane.
Yeah.
I'm friendly. Just give me an autograph. I'll leave you alone.
We set up. We have a good time. That's why this all goes so smoothly because we've been friends for so long. And so we have so many stories to tell. And
we do, don't we, Adam? My man.
Stuff. I tell you what, we've got some stories to tell. We can.
Hey, Adam, tell him about us stopping at that gas station, and I just jumped out of your Jeep and I just threw up. Yeah, threw up.
Was that?
He was like, and he was like, "Are you all right?"
Yeah. Same time.
It wasn't the beer. It was
He
the
got-
alcohol, man.
And that same exact time as he was getting sick, I went into the bathroom and used the bathroom and took my phone,
Somebody stole his phone.
stole the phone and threw it out the window on the interstate. He threw my phone out the window,
Listen to this.
called the police. This is us coming back from Creepy Con. And the cop come down there and he did to find my phone back like 30 minutes later and said, "Here's your phone." And she out the window on the interstate, and it was laying off in the on ramp, coming up like going the opposite direction, coming back to Tennessee. I mean, we had him puking on the side of me, looking for my telephone.
I found your phone. Here you go.
Make sure to leave it interesting for you.
Hey, look, your phone's doing good. Here you go.
Yeah, we got some stories. I tell
Oh,
you.
I can believe it, man. Being 3/4 of a mile away, I can only imagine some of the.
Yeah, we've got some stories
the
stories we got to
repulsive behavior that's gone on.
Yeah, some of our stories might a little more R-rated. We might not have to do it on live. We'll tell you those on another.
That's always the greatest stories when you have with friends, man. They're always so much fun to tell too. Sometimes at the time they're not as much fun, but when you look back on them, it's like, oh man, that was classic.
That's the funniest one. At the time, they're not funny. And
the phone thing's never funny at the time.
Exactly.
Oh no.
And another one that wasn't funny at the time, Cody loves to tell on me, is we were shooting some of our Freddy stuff one night, and I was hypothermia. We were in the house shooting some of our Freddy stuff, and I was getting
shit.
That our DP at the time, he just kept rolling. I had the mask on, and he was in the background. We couldn't hardly shoot the thing because he was laughing so hard because I was just melting. He's like, one more take. I said, one more take. I'm fucking fast. I said, we're gonna have to wait just a minute. And I was just, how'd that go, Cody? Just you were cracking up at me because I was getting so damn hot, and we were just.
Well, you know his name, John. He likes to do 1,000 takes per frame.
Leave his name out.
John and Adam was pouring the sweat in this 95-degree house, and he kept saying, "Adam, let's do another take." Adam was like, "Is it going to be? How long is it going to be? 30 minutes," is what he said. And Adam said, "It's going to be 30 seconds before I get the fuck out of this thing."
Kept picking it, and like I said, I think he was literally doing it just to fuck with, because the house was 95 degrees. He was trying to get the boiler room effect. I really think he was, because it felt like I mean, we were just, and he was cracking up, and I was just, that was one of those sort of situations. It wasn't funny until afterwards. I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna jump out the damn window. In traffic. I've had enough.
Here's the deal. Don't get a cinematographer that does 10, 15, 20 takes per shot. That's ridiculous, ain't it? I mean,
it's all about that good take, but still, I think that's an
overkill. That's an overkill.
That's a whole nother story we won't even get into. But that's a lot of that stuff's all been ironed out, and that's what's so cool about this group we've got here. Is
I know it is. Yeah,
we've got a good bunch of people, John. Like I said, we've been with each other so long. Like I said, we've got such a
we all go way back. I mean, we do.
We're so glad that for us to put something into production, we've all been tied to.
Nobody does it alone. Teams win championship, and
Exactly.
I was always a sports guy, and I use it even towards what I'm doing now. If you don't have the right team, you can't do it. It doesn't matter how good you are if you don't have the right team around you, and you don't have the right teammates, people that are working with you. You're holding yourself back, and you can have a lot of fun working together to make things happen.
And
everybody, we have a good time. We laugh, and
we've got the
all-star.
We've got a really good. We've definitely got an all-star team. People's been cut out that didn't work with us, didn't walk the walk and talk the talk. We've definitely got an all-star team here that everybody works together and knows
Great.
what the other see, and there's no doubt. But like
you guys
Cody
are gonna have a lot of.
Hey, John. Josh Adams is waiting for Jordy Worley.
For what?
Jordy Worley.
Oh yeah.
I had to say it.
No, I hope nothing but the best for him in that project.
I had to say it, man. That's a cheesy name for a movie.
Nope.
John's like, what the hell?
I'm lost in the conversation. I'm just sitting there going, I'm doing the host thing.
4 years.
Hey, the next big serial killer's name is Jordy Worley.
Love it.
I'm going to just leave it at that.
Well, maybe that's why he's a serial killer. His name was Jordy Wardy. That would make anybody crazy. Make me crazy. Jordy Wardy, what? I hate you. Oh, I hate my kid. I'm gonna name him Jordy Wardy.
Yeah.
Get over here, Jordy. I don't know anything about the conversation, but Jordy Wardy, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, interval.
All the best for that guy.
Y'all are killing me.
Oh,
Hoot. Let's
go back.
Facebook
let's go
user.
back to the grind.
Hoot.
Facebook.
I'll find out who it is. I'll find out who that Facebook user is. I'm on you.
Hoot.
Oh, where are you? Hoot. Give a hoot. Let me see your name. I don't know. I gotta go to live stream. I'm zoned in now. Facebook user. I'm finding you. I got a feeling it's either Anthony Greco or Big Schwag himself. That would be my guess. Oh, it's CJ Vecchio. Hey, CJ, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, my friend. CJ Vecchio. Been on a few times. Another regular who comes on and hangs out. Always fun to see CJ.
Very cool guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, you gotta look over us. We're just cracking up and I think we're all delusional. It's late.
Talking about everything, how somebody becomes a serial killer. So be careful what you name somebody because that will do it.
Right there, you go. Name the wrong name.
Jordy Warley.
That's right. So
That's a tongue twister.
Judge Ward.
Like try saying that 10 times, huh?
Hey, ask Josh about Jordy Warley.
Josh is sitting there like I don't want him. Next topic. He's got that look like. Nope.
Let's go back to the grind.
I'm not touching that one with it. Let's definitely go back to the grind. The grind. You know what? We got a few new people here. I say we run that trailer again.
Shoot, yeah, see that running trailer again there.
Oh, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, having all sorts of problems. Let's see. Ain't gonna do no good, so I have to share it again. Facebook's going crazy on me, and yeah, hopefully, of course it did. Look, that's my page, guys. All right, let me find that trailer again. Play it. It stars Amy Cody, who wasn't able to make it. She was too busy taking pictures. And Angel Bradford, which I feel terrible because we kind of last minute go, oh, I thought you invited, and I would have loved to have them on. And let's get that sound going. Oh, I'm gonna rewind it. Tiny Tim's starring and as a musician. He came from the dead and filmed the trailer and did the song. We did the song just for the trailer, which I think is amazing of him. He is a legend from beyond. Mm-hmm. All right, let's do this.
Tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. Oh,
sings like an angel.
By the garden, along the lime tree, and tiptoe through the tulips.
played Leatherface now. Cody screaming at. Oh, I guess we're watching it again, guys. Now let me pause it for us. Well, I just wanted to play for Tiny Tim.
Exactly. So we got a lot of good music.
Legend. All right, let's pull us back up.
Little
Here we go.
I tell you, I might be a little biased, but I get chills every time I watch that. Our very own Clarence Adams, he's amazing. I mean, Angel and the way they did that. I mean, Amy, they were.
Clarence.
Proud of them. I'm proud of all three of them. But
I love that. I love the intense.
Amy and Angel and Clarence, like I said, I'm a little bit biased, Like I said, I'm so proud of them. And like I said, if they hear this, we're so proud of them as a team. They knocked out another part, didn't they, guys? I think they.
No, they did.
I have to brag on the three of
them. They was bouncing like to the get stuck trailer.
I'm guessing he means good.
Oh, good. I'm
guessing that's Vecchio.
There's bouncing.
And Michael Toth is giving you a 9 out of 10 because it's missing a Polaroid camera sound. He said it would have given a 10 if you had the Polaroid camera. And
we did miss the zinger.
Yeah, well, you can always add it. And then you get a 10-10 from the Toth, the Tothinator. That's what Brett Wagner's nicknamed him. That's Brett's favorite artist right there, Michael Toth. So you got to take it. If he says something, you got to take it. He is a legend.
Good deal.
No, but it's a fantastic trailer. It really is.
Where's Big Brett Wagner at tonight?
Big Swag, he was at the Outsiders house doing that film premiere. I think that was yesterday, and they had the projector playing, and they played the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and he had some great shots of the city. And I messaged him, and he might even be out in the background watching, but I wish I messaged him earlier. I hope he's not. Yeah, but we all thought somebody was inviting somebody else, and I feel bad. I wanted to reach out to Angel and Brett and Amy earlier, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't even sure who was coming on, but hey, we got it on. We got the four of us, and I'm definitely going to have you guys on again and continue talking about the grind anyway. So we'll have them again.
Down the road, if we get a little more things down the road, told us tonight. She said, that she would look to come back on at a later date when all of us could be with you. Brett and Angel will have us all come on at a later date. That way we're a little more prepared. We'd love to come on with you again. We appreciate you having us tonight, but we'd love to come back with you next date and have a little more update on, as things get closer down the way. Maybe in the middle or as our Indiegogo goes on or something with you. We'd love that.
He's driving the Schwagen wagon, I think, today in his Leatherface mask too, or the other day.
Oh yeah.
That was a cool picture. Yeah. No, Brett's a good guy. If you guys haven't had a chance to really work with him, or I know Cody knows him pretty well, and you guys know, have him in the film and everything. But you're gonna love him. He came down to the Krypt. It was cool. He was in Kansas City area. I'm actually wearing the Gustero shirt from the show I was at that he was emceeing, and Brett's a great dude, really great dude.
Talk with him a whole lot. I mean, we're such a close knit bunch. I mean, we all talk all throughout the day. A lot of times, and Brett's professional and what he does. I mean, he's become a close friend to all of us. He really has.
He's that type of guy too, man. He's a class act.
I think he's a great friend. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I thank Michael Toth for introducing me to him, and he's a straight shooter. He ain't gonna bullshit you, that's for sure. He'll tell you one way or another.
He is.
And I've been lucky enough that we've become friends. He hung out here. He's been on the show a few times, and it's an honor for me that this guy who I've been in so many different things. Is hey,
I'm right here. This like I said, right here close to home. A good friend, one of my best friends. That the guy said, I hear you working with Brett Wagner. I said, yeah. And he said, there's a guy I work with that is just such a Leatherface fan. He knows about Brett. He said he would love to get a signed pop from him. And Brett heard about it. Krypt contacted him. They talked and stuff. Got him a signed pop. Brett just goes out of his way. He does with fans and stuff like that. You just don't see that all the time. And he's that cool. That just he really, he just really bends over backwards and helps people out. And he don't mind a bit to send you, Facebook video or something. And just talk. If it's a fan or something, he'll just call you up and talk to you.
Yeah.
Type of guy.
Yeah.
He's called me in the middle of sleep, and I forget he likes to do video chats, and I'll be like, "Hello, hey, oh, you want?" No, he's great, and honestly, he came down to the Krypt. It was a couple weeks ago, and then he was doing the Gustero bike show, which benefited kids, which was really cool, and he knew what I do and the people that I was coming and stuff, and he really rolled out the red carpet. He was there. He even did the park, and he saved the spot for me and made sure I was in a really good location and it being a hot day and stuff. And it was, just such a stand-up class act, dude, and it was, I liked him before, but it was one of those things, like you guys said, if you haven't met in person, is you still know each other. Like I could run into Cody and me and him would get along fine. It wouldn't be like we didn't even know each other. We'd already kind of known each other. It was the same thing with Brett, but even getting outside and seeing what a class act the guy really is, I got to give him props because, he's a good dude. We love you, Brett, if you're listening. We love you. We all think you're the best, man.
We love you, Brett.
Hey, bro, we love you. Hell, he messaged me one night. He messaged me, and me and my buddy was sitting there on the couch. We were throwing back a few, and which my buddy's a big Harley fan, and we were all riding stuff. And he was showing his new bike off that he had actually bought from what's Mr. T1000, Patrick. What's his first name?
Robert Patrick, Harley Davidson. Yeah, that was sweet, man. I was jealous. I'm like, damn, that is a nice bike too. That was beautiful.
He was video messaging me and my buddy being such a fan anyway of him, and then a big Harley fan and loved the Terminator series and all that. We were sitting there and he was walking around his bike in his garage and showing my buddy his, the bike he'd got from Robert and stuff. And I mean, he takes the time, dude. That's just what's so cool, and he's a top notch guy. My buddy still talks about that. He tells people, he said, man, he's Rick Biker messaged us and showed us his new bike.
I've heard of that Terminator movie, and I don't know if you know, I'm a little bit of a fan of that Schwarzenegger guy. I grew up with him. He's a good actor.
Hey, he's the one that got me into working out.
Yeah. Hey, he inspired a lot of people to do it. I mean, he changed what it is.
Top 3 favorite movies. I mean, that was probably one of the first R-rated movies I can remember watching as a kid. For some reason, E2 was just the first one I can remember. Like that one will always, that'll always be near and dear to my heart.
I love that movie. See, I was lucky enough to see Predator in the movie theater.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Back in '87, yeah.
Yep.
Wow, you're old.
Well, I remember. I was too young, but Mom and Dad went and seen Predator, and they dropped me off at my grandparents, babysitted me while they went and watched it.
No kidding.
So, I was 5 years old.
Looks like a butt on my head. Are you talking to me, or are you talking? Oh, are you talking to me, or we both have something on our head? Well, I am a butthead. I'm guessing he's talking. Maybe you, Adam, because you got that curtain on your head, and it looks like it does. It kind of looks like an ass cheek sitting on your head, like somebody's ass sitting square on your head. Hey, he could have been. It could look like boobs too, Mike. This guy's always thinking about ass. An ass man, I guess.
I'm in the loft of our boathouse here, and this is a window right behind me. So there's nothing on it, so I've got a pillow stuck in it because 5:30 if the sun comes in here, whether you want it or not, it just lights this whole room up. So
it's a butt shake.
Hey,
Adam, it doesn't have enough cleavage to be a rack.
Adam, I have to say something.
What's that,
when
brother?
me and you went out of town and we slept that night in the hotel room, and you woke up and you said, I had to put my earbuds in.
I was like, dude, you're fixing to die. I was like, I said, He said, I'm thinking about going and having a sleep test to see if I've got sleep apnea. I said, you don't need to go have a fucking test. You've got sleep apnea. Go get you a machine. You don't have to take a test. I know you have it. I said, you're
no,
you're
man, you had your earbuds in.
I did.
Well, he's practicing. It's not a snore. He's just dreaming about monster noises he wants to make when he's on film.
Is that how I sound?
All I was he was definitely pulling the paint off the walls. And
Jesus, I saw your house. I thought it was gonna fall down. The thing was shaking.
So I just get this vision of the management coming and complaining and knocking on the door, and it'd be this little like 5'2", 100-pound guy getting ready to raise Cain. You got to come to the door saying, "What? What do you want?" Nope, nothing, sir. I get nothing.
Hey, we're boring Josh over here. He's yawning on us. I'm just
I'm about to turn into a pumpkin.
You got to think, Josh has an early morning.
My day started at 11 p.m.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I work a ton of hours, but I drink a lot of these.
I used to.
I don't know why I can't sleep.
Typically, Josh, you'd be up in a few hours, wouldn't you? If it wasn't a weekend.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Josh, what time do you have to get up in the morning?
Oh, I don't work tonight, so I'm going right to bed after this.
But
you're 3 hours behind us, right?
Yeah. So it's 8:42 my time.
Oh shit. You're good.
You should record yourself when you sleep. You can send it to him, and it maybe help him sleep a little easier. You know, sometimes they like the rainforest sounds. You can just send the Cody Huskins night sounds for you. Yeah, it sounds like Adam enjoyed it.
Oh, I
did. He did. my dad told me I sound like a bobcat.
Well, my hair won't even part on this anymore. He was sucking some damn hair on this side of my damn head. It won't even part on this side anymore. Much damn pressure. And he was sleeping in bed beside me. It was just.
And Adam woke up and he was complaining. He said, "I had to put my earbuds in."
It still didn't help, huh? His snore kept knocking him out of my ear.
It's like sleeping with a bear beside of you, you know.
You was waiting for a big paw to just come around and just grab you.
Yeah.
What the hell is that noise? Oh, the cops knocking on your doors. Guys, somebody attacking you. It sounds like there's some sort of monster in there. We're outside the house. It's shaking. It looks like shingles are coming off the roof. And
pretty damn close to the truck. I swear.
But guys, I actually got to get up too, unfortunately. But I got to have you guys come on again because it's always a blast hanging Cody on. It's great having you guys on, Adam and Josh, the Adams brothers, the Adams family. We got to get the Cody family on, Cody's, and and anybody else, the big swag, of course. Got to have him next time. And update us on that Indiegogo. We'll talk about the Indiegogo and some perks when you guys launch that. And thank you guys who's been in the chat and interacting and people watching. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, or if you're on Facebook, you can always go to YouTube, like subscribe too. I appreciate it, and I will give every person who does it a penny. All you have to do is mail it to me and pay for the envelope. But I will send that out. But again, guys, appreciate it. It's been a blast hanging out with you guys and getting to know you guys a little better. Cody, of course, always fun having you on. And until next time. Oh, tomorrow night is Phantasm Sunday. I'll be having Thomas Bruce on, the guy who makes the magnets and stuff.
Oh, shit.
Those little VHS things. So if you're around, you want to come on, Cody, you can if you guys want to jump in, I'll send the link, and you guys can see what he's going to be showing at Phantasm on the table. He's got some really killer stuff.
Very cool.
Thank you so much for having us, dude. Thank you. It's comment tonight. You have no idea how much we appreciate you bringing us on your live. And we'd love to come back. You have us. We really appreciate it. Means a lot.
I appreciate you guys coming on, man. I couldn't have a show without great guests like you guys. So thank you as well.
Thank you.
And peace out, everybody. You got anybody?
Dude.
I'll leave the final words. You guys got anything you want to say, or are you guys all set?
Check out the grind.
Check out the grind. And thanks for everybody that tuned in. Comments, we sure appreciate it, and check in with us here soon. We're gonna do this again and have the rest of the cast on and have us a big time. We sure appreciate it.
Tell you if that Cody brings up
thanks,
Resurrection though in that stream, I'm booting her right out. I'll tell you that much. Resurrection. All right, peace out, everybody.
Y'all take care. Good night.
All right.